you to leave everything at your desk and line up at the door. Take off those headphones, put away your cell phone, pay attention. This is important. Because when the bell rings, no one is coming to save you. There was a bigger picture they couldn't afford to paint you into. So they mopped the floors with gasoline and destroyed all the evidence. They chained the doors at each exit, and before gorging on dead presidents, they put a torch to the city. Killed the firemen first. And when I warned that there were children still in the building, they suggested I consider you burnt. Class, life is a fire no one expects you to escape on your own. You gotta create an escape route and believe in the exit signs. This building is not designed for you to make it out. I mean, it's possible. But you could also become another burn victim in a dropout factory, and it bothers me to watch you so lost and comfortable. Like a face on a milk carton without an expiration date. Do you have any idea how temporary this desk is? Or how quickly this classroom will fade? These hallways are already a memory, and when that bell rings, I'm stuck mumbling under my breath, wondering if you've been given what was needed to succeed in life. I'm wondering if the time invested made a difference. Are you different from when you entered this classroom, or was I just another distraction at the blackboard? Have you asked for all that you needed? Because to sit in this classroom for 4 or 9 weeks without speaking is like a boat with a leak in it floating in a sea of questions. You could drown expecting someone to rescue you. I suggest you stand up, put your hand up, and take responsibility for your own destiny, because we fail most when we are being tested, yet we refuse to take notes. And I know some of you are probably wondering why I'm reviewing this with you, but look, I know it's got to be confusing for children to decipher a fire drill from the real thing when it still tastes like practice. And that's because somebody keep feeding you all the answers. And they say, when you smell smoke, there's flame too. So if we are not picking up on the signals, then how can we blame you? But it must have been us who made you believe in a cape, a costume, and the comfort that someone would come and save you. Maybe it's because we picked up your toys and taught you it was okay to play with your responsibilities. Maybe it's because we got frustrated with the homework, held your hand, helped you trace your name, and now you don't know who you are. You could be in the right grade for your age, but at the wrong time for your mindset. Parents, somewhere along the line we have to remind ourselves that this is their life. We are just guides. Maturity is a matter of time and circumstance, and I'm worried you haven't been given an opportunity to grow. Like if I ask you how you got here, could you show your work? Do you know your worth? Are your words on point and with purpose? I know you've learned how to read, how to write, and how to calculate, but I'm a lot more concerned with your ability to communicate. Like, can you stand up for what you believe in? Do you know the difference between being silent and being quiet when it is needed? Like I believe in you. I refuse to be quiet about it. My silence wouldn't serve you. You deserve what you work for. I want you to know that failure is not when you get an F. It's when you don't study and you get an F. It's when you don't ask questions. It's when you know better but you go against your better judgment. It is not waiting. It is procrastinating and making excuses. Children, someday the world will light a fire beneath your security blanket. Right now is the time to create an escape plan. And it may be difficult to understand. But from this moment forward, I would rather you consider every classroom a kerosene-soaked cardboard box with a hole in it. Every student a lit cigarette in a shaky hand. Every teacher a paraplegic with a half-used fire extinguisher. There is only but so much you can do with a half-used fire extinguisher, and if you got it, that the fire will die down and someone will fly down to rescue you, I suggest you wake up. When that bell rings, do not stand in the doorway like a diary without a crisis to write about. Do not think of this as just practice. Imagine that you can smell the smoke and the blazes growing larger from a window left open, the pages and your notebook flipping like so many stories told without your permission. Picture that these are memories you can never get back. Breathe like it is your last